That was a field fire we had yesterday, so that was fun. Look at that down corn. Yuck.
This is the best part of a great meal.
Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it's Monday the 4th, I believe, something like that. I am just getting up to the farm, doing a lot of maintenance this morning. Had some things go wrong last night. Well, not necessarily wrong, but needed maintenance to do. Then it's noon or so. We are putting the head sight, the header height control, on the Drago combat corn head. We pull it off when we're chopping just because it just usually breaks because the chopper doesn't lift it up near as high as the combine. And on the 7150 we changed oil. We had about 85 engine hours on it, and it's going to do your brake and oil change sometime around there, so we changed oil on that this morning. So the 7150 should be running by now. I'm going to head up to Kuhnall's. We're missing a part off that head sight kit, so I'm going to go grab that while those guys are going to string the rest of the kit together, and we're going to go from there. So let's see you guys up at Kuhnall's. See that little brown spot right there? Yep. That was a field fire we had yesterday, so that was fun. This is all, we got about 120 acres knocked out of that down variety, that down corn. So it's good to get that knocked out, but we got 2 more fields left that have that hybrid. We're gonna knock those out before we get on to beans, because those beans are ready. And this place is busier than a farmer's market on a Saturday. Let's get going and get the parts. Everybody asks us why we always run red even though I work at green. Well, this is a massive reason why. 5 minutes later, I got the part. It's a 2-minute drive. It's nice having a local dealer that stocks good parts, and it's always there when you call, so that's one of the big reasons. But essentially what I have is just a spacer. So what our auto header height control is, basically it's 3 canes in the corn head that basically the farther you're on the ground, the more it twists, so it always is looking to kind of match it and keep the head level and at that correct distance off the ground. So we only had 2 spacers instead of 3, so that's what we needed to get. Okay, we're back at it. You got the Bud Band from You Know It. It's beautiful, but it's not Jackson. It is Clinton County, Iowa. Got Nathan up here in the 71. I'm in the 340, and we are picking this golden corn. Got my Mountain Dew. We quit last night about 8:30, and we're back at it today. We're gonna go for hopefully a while. As you can see, some of the corn's laying down. It just gets knocked over. It's getting brittle. That's why we can only go about 2 miles an hour going to get this corn, maybe 2.2, 2.3 at times. But some of the corn's knocked down, not bad, but it's coming to pretty good. The combine's picking it up pretty good, but you can see in there where it just falls over. Usually you get this in about another 3 weeks, but everything comes dry so quick. We're so dry, no rain, that happens. So that's why we're trying to get at this. You got the combine in front of me. All I do is play follow the leader. Nathan's the leader, I'm the follower, and we just go up and down these rows and picking corn. Doing a pretty good job of picking stuff up. So I see his lights just came on, so won't be long he'll be dumping into me. Man, I look like a hairy old man with gray hair, or I'm not ready for Halloween. What could I be doing to get this? Guess down below in the comments, guys. But we've been working on this Drago corn head. So these are our height sensors. Basically, the farther you go to the ground, the more all 3 of them will fold up. We only have 2 on there right now. The 3rd one's gonna go on soon. But basically these, as you roll over through hills, these will move up and down, and the software control system is gonna always try to keep these level. These are always gonna try to hunt for the same spot. So we've been basically putting those on to do that. We had to run wires all through the head. The reason why we took them off, this head normally has it on there, but we always take them off for chopping season, just because, like I said before, the combine holds the head like this, but the chopper holds it like this, so you're much lower, much higher chance of breaking things. So we broke them in the past. So we put these back on, but we're making them better too. These poly skid plates is what I've been grinding on. I basically, they're normally like this, but I've been grinding on them to basically make it the motion travel free. And that's why I look like this. So we've been putting the head sight on, just routing sensors, harnesses, and all the controls on. So that's what we've been doing. We greased the head and everything like that. So this head's gonna be good to go here in another 10 minutes after lunch, but we're gonna go up and eat dinner, or lunch, whatever you wanna call it.
Brian hates to be on it, but he's gonna be on it today. We got buckets of lunch. Looks like we got lunch in a bucket, my first one of the year. Let's see what we got. Pie, beans, beef and gravy, water, milk, pop, and bread, buttered bread. We got some good vittles to be eating here shortly. This is the best part of a great meal, apple pie. What a great meal by my mother-in-law. Perfect. My first bucket in the tractor for the year, with many more to come.
Beautiful dinner from Grandma. Potatoes, corn, beans, tomatoes, coleslaw. My gosh, we had a lot. So now I'm going to go ahead and check the oil in the semi, get the semi started up, go beat all the tires and head down there because they already got a semi full and the grain car's probably just about full. Let it warm up now. Set the cruise and actually let it idle a little higher too. Got the semi backed out. I'll head down to the Gunner Farm is what we call it. That's who we bought it from back a long time ago. So it's called the Gunner Farm. So we'll head down there and go swap semis out. I have a bad feeling that a grain cart's gonna be waiting for me. Here's boys. There's the neighbor in his 6120, I believe that's what he's got. Sorry, 6088. Harvesting some beans. Whoops, full grain cart, full combine, everything waiting for me. Let the stuff warm up. See ya. Let's go hop in the 8050. Let's go catch the combine. Woo! One of the cool things, see that silver point right there? That's actually a different point there. It's actually got a sensor on there that helps the row units tell where they're at. So it's basically called a row sense, and it feels the stalks right next to the corn head, and it helps steer the combine so you're always in the same spot on the corn head. It's called row sense, or roll feelers, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll take the full load away from my dad. That way Nathan's just not sitting near as much. Look at that down corn. Yuck. Just picks her right up though, swoops her right in. This new combine's doing a pretty decent job. So Nathan's unloading on me one more time. He's just working to the south. He's not working to the north at all because he's still got some end rows Pat wants to pick off by himself because he's got some rock points over there. Whoops, just about had a disaster. Nathan's just unloading on me and he's just gonna turn around and work south. Rolling along 12 mile an hour, not in a big hurry, but still gotta get going because we're gonna have 2 full trucks here. And I'm the only trucker for right now. But I should be fine, they got 2 full grain carts, so I'll be all right. Nathan wasn't sitting for more than 2 minutes. Still, that's on me, but either way, probably just won't get my bonus for the day. Oh well. Budman's running his windshield wiper for some reason. Let's go unload. Open the gate. Grain will start flowing out here soon. Yeah, this isn't going to take much to fill this truck. As in it is just about full right now. And we have 2 full trucks. Just like that. This truck is full. Actually, they're both full. What am I saying? They're both full. I'll take this one, go dump it, and come back and get another one. Unless Curtis might jump in the rotation with me. We only have 2 trucks right now. We'll get the third. It's at a DOT inspection, so we'll get that back sometime this afternoon. I'll close this tarp, shut this truck off, because diesel is not cheap right now. Much cheaper last year. Let's get out of here. Feel the power. Oh, I love it. Woof, way off. We're finally getting that corn head fixed. That's awesome. All right, Pat's gonna go fuel up and then head out. My truck's still dumping. Curtis and I on the trucks, Nathan and Pat on the combines, Brian and my dad on cart. Let's go fuel him up. Well, I see my truck is empty, so I'm gonna try and get turned around and get out of here. You guys know the Millennium Farmer? Yeah, he doesn't have cranks like this. He's got a button push. I don't know if it's air or hydraulic, but that would be nice someday, but it's the cheaper option and the option that works every time, most of the time. I love that turbo. Load it up or unload it. Let's go get the other truck. Well, let's dump whatever I got left on the grain cart and then head up and go dump that truck, and let's get in rotation. Pat should be we'll probably meet Pat on the way back. And this is the type of stuff I do for you guys. Get some nice footage of us unloading. Enjoy the sweet sounds of a nice brand new combine. And me almost rolling my ankle. There you go, guys. Sounds of harvest right there. Corn harvest is rolling strong. So again, we have half our beans still out there, but for one, our beans are stupid dry. They're 8% right now, or they should be. We want to pick them at like 12.5. So we decided to basically pull off of beans and to go to this corn, because like I said before, this specific variety of corn, this number of corn, is susceptible to getting laid flat by wind. We planted 3 Pro boxes worth, roughly that number, and all of that number is laying flat on the ground and getting worse every single day. So we're decided to go and get it right now because it's yielding really well. So we want to get it before it falls down even worse and makes it miserable for us to get. We'll start losing some more. So let's take the semi and get out of here. Goodness was in there, and so was Bond.
Dumping on the go. That's what we're doing. About 2.3 miles an hour. We got the cruise boys over here. They're combining their property, which butts up to ours here. We're getting her. Slowly but surely, we're getting her out. They got themselves a big old Massey Ferguson 12-roll.
Now we start the cycle of truck. So I pull in here, dump my load. It goes into the dryer first. Once the dryer's full, overfills in the wet bin, gets ran through the dryer into our 3 dry bins. We're filling this middle dry bin right now, our smallest. It's a 38,000 bushel bin. Each one of these trucks is roughly 1,000 to probably 1,100 bushel we're filling them to. You can fit just about 36 trucks in there, 35 trucks in there. So that's just about full. What'll happen is when that gets full, we'll switch probably into this one. and then we'll throw the fan on that corn to cool it down, especially at night. We'll let it run and cool down for a couple days, and then we'll start transferring out of it, because what we can hold in our 3 dry bins is roughly a third of what we will harvest this year, hopefully. Maybe not quite a third, but pretty close. So we need to basically fill these bins up and transfer them out. So that's what we'll do. We'll fill this one up, let the fan on, cool it down so that it doesn't spoil. If you don't cool down corn, it will develop hot spots and spoil, and you don't want that. Then once, like I said, once it's cool, we'll unload it using that jump auger right there and either sell it directly, or we'll send it right into a bin, like one of our holding bins. Clear as mud. Let's take a look and see how our dryer's doing. So you can kind of tell we were on some really wet corn the last 2 hours, right at 22%. The stuff we got coming out now is decently dry, 17-ish, 17 and a half. So we're unloading at 40%. So it says we're doing 400 bushel an hour, but I bet we're doing more than that. So it's coming in at 17.5, coming out at 14.1, 100 degrees, coming in at 77, and it's running automatically right now, so that's good. So being that we are just getting into harvest, guys, what all questions do you have? Anything you guys want me to go into more in depth? What about our drying system, any of our trucking, logistics, anything like that? Comment down below. So let's sweep up my mess and get out of here. And yes, I brought the side-by-side here so I could edit. Multitasking for you guys. Right now we're just running with 2 trucks and 2 drivers. That'll be able to have us keep up. There's Curtis. So we'll be able to keep up just fine with that. It's honestly a little bit inefficient because we could almost get away with 1 driver and 3 trucks. That's all we got right now, so we got to make do. So I'll go ahead and drive back to the farm and go dump, or just go sit and wait to get dumped on. There goes Devin and Eberhardt's gonna start spreading some dry fertilizer. I'm editing a video, and here comes the bud man with a full cart. And here comes my Uncle Bun, he's gonna fill me up. Curtis is just rolling back into the field too. Honestly, we probably could get away with just 1 driver. Well, that's it for me for the week. I gotta head south, like I said, to northern Arkansas for some rice harvest. So that'll be fun. Different area of rice that I haven't been in yet. So I'm gonna head out, guys. But before I do, be sure to hit that like button if you guys made it this far. It does a lot to help me and the channel out. Comment if you guys have any questions whatsoever, and of course subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. Of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.